Good evening and a very warm welcome back to Beijing, the capital of the People's Republic of China. The nearby Hohai Lake District is an attraction for locals and tourists alike. Here they can hang out and enjoy the excellent nightlife. It's a clear but cool evening here in Beijing. A perfect setting for more pulsating action at Beijing Capital Gymnasium. My name is Logan Gray, and alongside me, Jenna Higg, USA High Performance Program member. And we'll be bringing you live commentary throughout session 11. Getting into the business end of the round robin. And this evening, our featured game will be China versus USA. All of the countries honoured throughout the week, and this evening it's the turn of Switzerland. So let's meet the teams. Here's Team China, led by Yan Zhou. Second player, Jinli Liu. Third player, Ray Wang. And of course, the skip, Bingyu Wang. Yang Yang, the alternate, and Wei Dong Tan, the coach.
Playing for the United States at lead, we have Rebecca Hamilton. Second, Eileen Geving. Throwing third, Tabitha Peterson. Skipped by Nina Roth.
And that's how they stack up after 10 rounds. Canada, the only team remaining undefeated. Sweden hot on their heels, and Switzerland and Czech Republic and Russia all in good shape to qualify. Scotland, USA in hunt, and all the teams kind of below that with a lot of work to do. You generally don't want the teams to drop any more than 4 games to have a realistic chance to be involved in the playoffs. Elsewhere, Canada against Scotland on Sheet A. Sheet B, Sweden and Switzerland, and Sheet C, Italy and Germany. And we'll do our best to keep you up with all of the other games out there this evening. So final preparations being made. Jenna, you obviously know the USA team pretty well, but you've also covered quite a few of the Chinese games this week as well. What do you think we're in for this evening?
I'm expecting to see a lot of stones in play. Both teams go fairly aggressive right off the bat, we've seen.
That was a very slow start to the week for China, dropping their first 3 games, but seem to be beginning to feel a little bit more confident, and kind of got the monkey off their back when they won their first game. And maybe they still have a very outside chance of making the playoffs. Definitely need to win out for the remainder of the round robin. Bingyu Wang and the rest of our quartet. Stone colours, China will be throwing the red and wearing the red tops. United States throwing yellow and wearing the white tops. So the players have been given the green light to get things started here. This is Rebecca Hamilton from McFarland in Wisconsin, sporting goods manager. Playing her second World Women's Championship, first being in Sapporo in 2015. And you'll notice these cracks on the ice they appear to be on the ice, but they're actually under the ice. So down at the kind of floor level, more so in the paint than the actual ice, and it's not really affecting, or it's not affecting at all the running path of the stones. And we've seen pretty good ice conditions throughout the week, haven't we, Jenna? So it seems to be these kind of end sheets that are most affected. And a bit of a horrible start there for China, not managing to get their stone in play. With that really long centre guard, I think the US are going to try and tuck one underneath and put one in a more usable position.
Yeah, guards that high up in play really don't do much for teams here. So pretty good execution by Becca Hamilton with her first two.
Here's Yenjo will also be playing the vice role, I guess, in the traditionally kind of the role of a third player, but it's not a requirement or a rule. Yenjo is married with one son who's 2 years old and has won a medal 3 times in the World Championships, including the gold medal in 2009, of course. There's Eileen Geving, the 30-year-old from Duluth. Likes to do a bit of hiking, fishing and running in her spare time. Another big crowd in here this evening to support their Chinese heroes. Xin Liu throwing second stones. Whole team from Harbin in China playing out the Harbin Curling Club. And Xin Li was a member of that bronze winning team in the Olympic Winter Games in 2010. Just a reminder of the rules of play for the round robin. 6 ends minimum to be played. 38 minutes of thinking time for both sides, and at any point the teams can use a 1 60-second timeout along the way. So an early opportunity here, Jenna.
Yeah, big opportunity here for the US to put some early pressure on Team China.
Happy with that one?
Yeah, not too much to be upset about with that placement of the rock.
So the skip's decision overturned from the hack here. I think Betty Wang's initial inclination was to make a freeze on that stone just thrown, but slightly more conservative approach from Xin Liu. Makes the peel on that top guard.
有个负荷，这种招是你们3个都是这么想的，好吗 ？OK。
So here's Tabitha Peterson. She's played in 3 of the last 5 World Championships. This is her 4th appearance, and she's finished 5th and 6th on all occasions. So maybe they can make the playoffs this time.
Yep. 16-5.
Actually, the first time playing 3rd position at the World Championship. Played lead and alternate. So here's Ray Wang, the youngest member of the Chinese team, also known as Rita. And Rita actually won the silver medal at the World Mixed Doubles Championship in 2016 in Karlstad, Sweden.
Line good. Clean. Just clean. Line good. 1. Land center. Even with this is really good. Line's really good, Eileen.
Well, you don't see this too much in the first stand, but you have a double center guard situation. It's more something you're likely to see later in the game. But USA using it to good effect at the moment. And see that red guard on the right-hand side of the center line? It's got the draw to the forefoot pretty well choked off on that side. Well, a change of approach.
Yeah, looks like China decided to give up on trying to peel those 2 centers.
Oh, that just sneaked by that tight guard. Super draw. Almost too good, that one.
Yeah.
Gets right to the nose, and here's another look. Super's doing a great job of holding this straight, and oh, barely a paper width between the stones there. Yeah, just almost over curls, actually. It'd be, it's curled so much there at the end that it's going to be quite difficult for China to be able to make a play on that stone.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to find much use in that red rock.
Weight-wise, in between the 3 and the 1 that we got going on? Okay, we're a little further out. Okay. 405.
So here's Nina Roth, the 28-year-old nurse for her day job. Plays out of the Madison Curling Club and hasn't actually played at the World Women's Curling Championship since 2010. First played 3rd position in Swift Current, finishing 5th.
Okay, Neen. That's good right there. I think that's good. Yeah.
Kind of like went early, I felt like.
Yeah.
The curl.
So Bingyu eyeing up her angles here. Looks like she's trying to find the easiest way to get some action on that top red. And if not, she opens things up for her next shot.
So they're going to try and drive the yellow next to the brush back onto the yellow closest to the house and then onto the two near the forefoot. That's the plan. So here's Bing Yuang, the 32-year-old. Taken a couple of years out recently to have a kid called Erin, who's now 18 months old. Goes for the drive. Just a little bit inside. And leaves a guard over there. Here's another look. Just hits a little bit inside where they intended to. Makes a double peel, but leaves the guards up here. Like, have you spotted any danger here, Jenna?
I have. Now with the placement of that yellow rock just in front of the house, Bingy is going to be left with an in-off.
Putting one in the house just because she has that.
And I'm almost wondering if she can get through that port
double though, so we'd have to be back here.
with a down weight. Not quite sure if that's there though.
It's for two. That's the only issue. Or we hit that ourselves.
And flopping.
Then what does she have?
We could set up something again.
I mean, she's going to play this, I think. She just threw that. I think we just put up a
She has like
three, but
right now.
it's up to you. Whatever you want. That's fine. She can play the pick. You want to just guard that hole? I don't think she can make it through to...
Right, I mean, to block the run. I mean, yeah.
Either
She's
that
playing
or
the in-off.
it's not really worth it.
If we guard the hole, right?
Or we put one right here. Okay, we're taking too much time. What do you like? I don't want to show her anything on this side to let her play a short enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's our rock set. What are we playing?
So a little bit of discussion here from the Americans trying to figure out
You like this?
the easiest shot for China to score there too. Unfortunately, you cannot guard everything.
So runners through the options here quickly.
So, like I mentioned before, Bingyu might have the in-off, and she might have a go at that top red one with the in-turn and the out-turn. It looks like
Just a one.
Nina's decided to ultimately block that port on the left side of the sheet.
So just a reminder that China still have one more stone to come here in the first end.
Well, we're kind of on the red one. I think just let it be. No, just let it be. Gotta go.
So mission accomplished as far as blocking the port is concerned, but this was the other option that Jenna identified here. Bing Yuang just eyeing up a kind of half stone double off this wide yellow, maybe a little bit thicker. Would have been an option for the USA as well to play off the yellow themselves and try and roll into the forefoot. An element of risk to both shots, I guess. Well, it's been quite a long first end here. Lots of time consumed. Some of the other games already halfway through their second end. So here we go. Eventually, final stone of the first end. Bing Yuang giving it a big lob. Feels like it may have overcurled by the communication. hits on the nose, and a great start here for USA. Steal of 1 in the first end. And after one end, it's China 0, United States 1. China 0, United States 1.
Still running. Starting to curl now. Starting to curl. Yep. Line's really good. Yep. Yep. Starting to move. Moving hard. Where are we? Hard, Cam. 14-3.
Jen, I know you've been following the progress of your compatriots throughout the week. How impressed have you been with their performances so far?
I don't really have anything bad to say about their performance so far. They've been playing really well. And I've said it before, but I don't think that their record necessarily reflects how these girls have been playing this week.
Have you ever had a chance to speak to them much and learn about their experience, or?
Yeah, I have a little bit. They're enjoying their time here in Beijing. I talked about ice conditions with them for a little bit, and they said they've been really happy with the ice. It's been really consistent, so no complaints there.
Three's fine, guys. That's what we're looking for.
Well, that was a bit of a problem in 2014 when this venue hosted the World Men's Curling Championship.
Hold it straight.
There's a lot of frost. It was really warm outside, and yeah, it was a real problem. But they seem to have sorted that out. And this, of course, the first time that China has hosted the World Women's Curling Championship. Second time in Asia.
And we'll be seeing more curling here in 2022 at the Winter Olympics.
Okay.
So as that one comes to rest, let's have a look over on sheet B. Sweden against Switzerland. Two of the nations you would expect to be challenging for the medals. Sweden 5-1, only dropped one against USA so far this week. And I'm sure despite winning or losing the final at the European Championship, will take a lot of confidence for that, and they've made a fantastic start here. Just drawing to the paint for three. And Switzerland, after a loss Earlier on today, in the afternoon draw.
Great job.
Already trailing by 3-0 there. Well, that's looking a little bit wide at the moment. Actually finds a reasonably good spot there and rolling to the wing. There's Wei Dong Tan, the Chinese coach of 15 years. Obviously enjoys it. Lives in Edmonton in Canada. Alongside him there, Marcel Rock. Of course, one of the members of the Huff and Puff sweeping combination in the infamous Randy Ferbey Fort.
Back up. Atta girl.
There's the American coach, Anne Swisshelm, multiple-time Olympian and former world champion.
Lovely draw here. We've been saying throughout the week, haven't we, that the huge crowd here in the National Gymnasium, I think they're doing a great job of supporting their team, but at times by calling out while the stones are coming down the ice, they're making things more difficult for the players and in the communication aspect.
Yeah, we hear Bingyu's voice getting a little raspy too. You wonder if that's partly due to her trying to communicate over these Chinese fans.
It's quite deafening when they get going, isn't it?
Whoa. Back up. Yeah, go. Back up. Go. Very nice. Good sweep.
The USA line 2.
11秒。
Okay, 周岩。
China, as I mentioned before, China have managed to start to get things going. 1-2 for the last 3 games. What's allowed them to do that? What's changed from the first 3 games that they played?
Well, talking with them after their last game, it sounds like they are trying their best not to feel the pressures of the crowd and focusing on one stone at a time.
Clean. Yep. Whoa.
Though they might be out of playoff contention, they still have a lot to play for here.
Stay close.
These Olympic qualification points are up for the grabbing.
A lovely hit and roll there by Tabitha Peterson. Brings the play back towards the center.
Good job, Tab.
Yeah, and actually China don't currently have any Olympic qualification points, having not played in last year's World Women's Curling Championship. Only last year's and this year's event counting for points. They are, however, guaranteed a spot at the Olympic qualifying event in Pilsen in Czech Republic in December, having played in 2014 and 2015 events. Wei Wang removes that yellow stone but rolls out of the rings. And of course, seeing as you mentioned it, Jenna, the system for qualification at the Olympic Games, 10 teams in the men's
Here.
and 10 teams in the women's.
There.
The
Yeah,
host
plenty of
nation
room.
qualifies automatically. That's Korea, of course.
We like this full top 8.
Then 7 Olympic qualifying points from this year and last year's World Women's Championship. And then 2 spots will be available through the Olympic qualifying event to finish up the 10.
Line's good. Where? Line's good. Line's good.
Line's good.
Wait on me. Room. There's room now. 13-8.
Cutting hard. It's cutting hard.
Okay.
Yeah, just got fast.
So here's another look at that one, just drifting a little bit further than planned. The sweeper's backing right off it. Does manage to get pretty well hidden behind the centre guard, although it is quite a long one. So Bing Wang trying to replicate that draw just thrown by Nina Roth and looking a bit pacey at the moment. Oh, rolls off and doesn't even finish in shot position.
Still have a double, right? But
Right.
if we have a piece
But as
around,
long as we bury.
fine. Yeah. So we just did it.
Yeah, rather than this, and then she gets, yeah,
More backing.
same line.
Okay.
Happy with this decision, Jenna?
Yeah, I think so. I think that the United
We're
States
one.
has a really
You
great
guys cool with the draw?
opportunity here to force China to 1. Purpose of this
Top button is
call
good.
is to make Bingyu's last rock as difficult as possible.
I can probably
So you
throw
heard Nina
95,
and
huh?
Tab talking. If they just hit that back red one there, Bingyu has a pretty big pocket to just draw down into and get her 1 point.
It's all there. I think you're all there.
Room.
Little left. Line's
Line's
good.
good. Room.
Line's really good.
Just here. Just line. 5-6.
Line's good. Yep. I think so. Make it good. Top button. Top button. Make it good. Yep. Go, go, go.
Really comes
Good job, guys.
Atta girl.
Good draw.
Well, congratulations all round there from the team.
Yeah,
Puts it there.
I'd say they're pretty happy with that spot. Bingyu now has to draw the side of the forefoot, and this path is just a little further out than the line that they've been seeing so far. So a little bit of a guess, I think, on what the speed is here. But piece of the 4, and they will have shot rock.
So here we go, final stone at the second end. And Bing Wang needing a piece of the red bit here to tie the game up.
擦全力，擦全力，擦全力 ，hurry！
Hurry, 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 hurry. Lisa, 全力，有全力 hurry.
That's a great sweep here. Have they done enough to score? They have not. Great sweeping there, but not enough to score, and it's a steal of one in the second end as well. Back-to-back steals for the United States. And after 2 ends, it's China 0, United States 2.
In the universe that is distinctively curling, the stars have now aligned to deliver the world's ultimate showdown to the world's entertainment capital. Whether you're a storied veteran of events past or a future superfan anxious to attend your first, this is the one. The 2018 World Men's in Las Vegas with our most popular package, the 9-day, 10-night hit and stay for 2 people for just $20.29. Las Vegas rocks.
China 0, United States 2. You're watching live coverage of the CPT World Women's Curling Championship, live from the Beijing National Gymnasium
No tap.
in Beijing, China. It's draw 11 here of the round robin, getting down to the business end of the week, and United States still very much in contention for a spot in the playoffs. Currently on 3 wins and 3 losses. China can't afford any more losses if they're to have any slight chance of making the playoffs. Currently on 2 wins and 4. And it's pretty much been one-way traffic so far, hasn't it, Jenna?
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of half shots from the Chinese team.
That's okay.
Pretty uncharacteristic of them, but I think their record reflects how much they've been struggling this week so far.
Room. Line's good. Room. Room. Switch.
So again, a tight centre guard there with the first stone of the end from Becca Hamilton. I'm not sure that's exactly what they would have been looking for, but trying to come around to this one.
Yep. Left side straighter? Yeah.
Not really close to where it was supposed to go. So that could be a useful stone for China.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they're able to make use of these 2 corner guards this end.
Lovely draw. The only problem for China here is that guard is so long that United States may well to be able to get around and remove it. Meanwhile, sheet C, here's Diana Gaspari throwing the final stone of the second end for Italy, trailing by 1 shot to 0. Neither of these teams can afford to drop any more games. Time to go way out wide, facing 4 yellow German stones. No, didn't see that red in there. It's a draw for 2, but they only get 1, and it's tied game after 2 ends. Italy 1, Germany 1. Well, we mentioned there that that guard was quite long, and United States doing a great job there of coming around and tapping it through. Over on sheet B, Sweden and Switzerland. We saw Anna Hasselborg draw it to the house for 3 in the first. Here's Alina Pats needing to get something going quickly here after a disappointment this afternoon, and a bad start here this evening too. And a cool draw there from the 2015 World Women's Curling Champion. 3-1. Well, both teams kind of trading hits around this corner guard here.
Nice work. Keep doing that.
Well, Bing Wang choosing to play a takeout on the wing over here. That's kind of a bit of a product here of not getting the corner guard in the right position. I'm sure they would have been happy to play a draw around if the corner guard was in a more usable spot. A good shot here.
Yeah, really nice roll there behind that red corner guard, but we've seen just how accessible those stones are.
Well, here's another look at the hit and roll off the corner guard, showing Wang on the brushes. Very nicely done, opening up that yellow stone just south of the tee line there. They'll be able to remove that one later on.
It's close, but I think so. Board.
Well, maybe just a little piece poking out the right-hand side of the guard, so having to change handle here in this one.
Close. Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's good. That's just fine, Tab.
Well, that's one of the first mistakes we've seen in this game from the USA.
Is that good weight?
Well, we've seen in earlier games that Ray Wang's really struggled to make those hitting sticks. And another hit and roll out there.
Yeah, a real bummer for Team China. They were looking at being able to split the house in line 2 just there.
So not able to punish that mistake with Tabitha Peterson's first stone. So going for the draw this time, coming around those 2 center stones. Needs to be in the 8-foot to lie. Just comes up a bit shy there.
Really close, but I still think the U.S. lies shot right now.
That way it's a steep double. How's that look?
A
little more? There?
Yeah, I like that.
Come under. 6, 7.
So what's the call
this
here?
is that track that we had those fast starts.
Call here is just to come in top 4.
Huh? Yeah.
85 back.
Well, the real trick here will be not leaving an easy double take out for China. We've seen Nina Roth make some fabulous draws all week. A few good ones this morning as well to keep the team alive.
Line's good.
Line's good. Line's good. Lots of room.
Of course, they saw Denmark this morning.
Whoa! It's running. It's running.
Where are we? It's curling hard now.
No. Just let it be.
Sit. Oh, okay.
Well, in some ways, maybe better down there than higher in the house and leaving a double.
13-4.
Good enough to lie too.
Not bad. I mean, I like the separation, right?
Right.
We're 1-2.
We can freeze on her if she gets in there. It was a 75. Okay. So, I'm surprised they even said 6.
Yeah.
They're so nice.
Optimistic.
Okay.
So we just heard a 75 mentioned there. What sort of split timing do the United States teams favor generally?
Well, from the discussions I've heard on this ice, I think draw weight is anywhere from a 390 to a 4.0.
Okay, and that's backline to hogline?
Backline to hogline, correct.
Always interesting to know how the different nations do it. The likes of Scotland, we would tend to use a T-line to hogline system, so both work. Oh, lovely draw. Locks it right on. Well, it's just going to be the same draw again here for Nina Roth.
Probably looking to throw it to her sweepers this time.
Down to it.
Don't think they touched it on her first one.
So, could probably throw a 90.
Always interesting to know that the makeups of these teams. I'm looking at the USA team out there, and I'm seeing 3 skips potentially. They've I think Becca Hamilton, Eileen Geving, and Anina Roth have all done their fair share of skipping, haven't they?
They have. Becca Hamilton skipped a few years in juniors, pretty successful junior skip. And Eileen had a showing at the 2015 World Championships, I believe, as a skip. Definitely not the side you want to err on here. Even a little bit heavy, and hitting that red one would have been better than coming up short there.
Shoot.
Well, out of nowhere, really, China with the chance to tie the game up. And really just does come down to those key shots. Sometimes it's been all USA, really, but then one just slight lapse in concentration now, and China have a chance to tie the game here in this third end. So final stone of the third end, and Bing Yuan just trying to replicate her previous drop. Expertly done. So score of 2 in the third end for China after 2 textbook draws from Bing Yuan. And after 3 ends, somehow China find themselves in a tied game. It's China 2, United States 2. Well, that deuce in the third end ties the game up 2 each over on sheet D. And for the first time in the game, United States will have the last stone here in the fourth. Well, United States would be well within their rights to remove that red, having drifted into the house. Becca Hamilton, 79% for the tournament so far.
Here it goes. Going hard. 2.5. 2.5. Going really hard. Hard. Faster, Tab. Gotta go. 15-8. Yep.
Great suit, guys.
And interestingly,
good job, guys.
Jenna, this United States team not the current national champions?
No, the way the world representation works in the United States is it is based off of how well teams do throughout the course of a season and how many points they earn themselves on the World Curling Tour. So Nina Roth's team had enough points accumulated throughout the season that they just needed to finish top 2 at our national championships. But they did end up losing the final to Jamie Sinclair.
Okay, nice show. 周岩。
Oh, China coming down and just tapping that one up a little bit. Many of the countries moving to that kind of selection system to give themselves the best chance in the selectors' eyes of winning medals at the international level. Here's Anna Hasselborg, the outstanding performer for Sweden on tour this year, and a good hit and roll there to score 1. Keeps the 3-shot lead. Sweden 4, Switzerland 1. Yeah, actually, I'm looking across the boards out there, and I'm not seeing that many countries who still have a kind of playoff system to select their representative teams for the countries. I'm seeing maybe Canada and Scotland and Switzerland. I'm not too sure about some of the other nations, but anyway, here's Jinli Liu, 71%. So 3 reds in around the centre line, but USA with 1 hanging on at the back in second shot.
Well, if you nose it, you stick right there. Not the greatest.
I mean, it's so early to. You don't like clearing it? That's true.
Jenna, I've seen
They can do it.
the American players are kind of spread a bit in their locations. You've got some in Duluth, some in Minneapolis, some in Wisconsin. How often do they get a chance to kind of practice together?
Throughout the season, I would say they're together almost every weekend. Our national training center is in Blaine, Minnesota, which is right outside of the Twin Cities. So maybe just a couple hour further commute for the Wisconsinites, but they all train together on their off weekends and live within probably a 6-hour radius, so it's not terrible.
Sounds terrible to me. I used to think it was awful that some of my players were 45 minutes away from where we're training, so maybe exaggerating a little bit. So there's a good draw around there by USA, but just drifting past the T-line. Lovely stone. Yeah, there's a fantastic atmosphere here in the National Gymnasium. Of course, this venue hosted the volleyball event at the 2008 Olympic Games. Had a bit of a refurbishment for that one. And it's proving to be a great setting once again for a World Championship. Much better attendance here this week than there was 3 years ago. We had as many as over the 7,000 mark in for the first draw in the opening ceremony, and probably not too far off that in this evening draw as well, I would suggest.
Yeah, pretty good turnout so far. It's great to see the fans involved, engaged, cheering for more than just Team China, actually. I see a few Scottish fans over there.
They don't look Scottish, but they've got a flag. Yeah, a huge arena this. Can hold over 17,000 people. There's our two Scottish fans.
I don't know if the catch is low. Probably have like half of that one.
I think you hit what you can see.
You like nose? Hair off nose.
Can you hit over the top into the corner of this? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit right here.
Yeah.
Put it there.
No, for the first time here, the United States in a bit of trouble.
I think we move the top ones first. I think that's going to help us the most.
What?
I think we're going to.
But then they're just going to do
try
this,
to play
right?
over. Yeah, but that's
Make a
better
better
than
guard.
doing this and then they just come back and they have two guards.
To like get that backward, then my shooter's over here, we could use it.
Where do you want to hit it?
To like, so this one will stick here, I think. Well, my shooter might not stick. Or I could try this.
Right,
then
but
one
you
of
just
them
pick one and
sticking
it doesn't get us anything. They put it back.
What do you like? We have to decide.
I think we try to make a move on these two. Okay. Can you hit it over the top? Tab. Can you hit it over the top? All right, we still don't have a shot. What do you want to
I
play?
think they can hit it over the top.
I think so too, and I think that's the call here, Logan. What do you think?
I mean, it's thin, but
Yep. I think they need to kind of make sure that they've got a chance to score here, and the way things are at the moment, then it's going to be really difficult to do so. So you're going to need to blast away in. Tabitha Peterson, 77% for the week. Pretty good shooting from the third player. Well, moves things around and definitely improves the situation for the United States.
yeah, moving around.
Well, here's another look. Becca Hamilton with the brushing on the inside. Gets rid of that yellow at the back of the forefoot, which is actually quite a problematic stone for the United States. Ray Wang with the long guard here, but
You don't like running the tight one in?
Do you think it'll finish enough?
Running the tight one in?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
USA spending quite a bit of time here this end, coming up with what shots to call. Each team only
That
gets
guard they just
30,
played is
38 minutes of thinking time, so.
Higher.
yeah, I think what we're seeing out there is quite a bit of indecision. I don't know whether it's just that we're getting to the situation where it's like just the sheer gravity of the importance of the game, but doesn't seem to be able. They don't seem to be able to make any kind of routine, straightforward calls at the moment. And that one overthrown there.
Maybe just a little bit rushed in the hack on that one.
I should ask her less there.
So China still lying 2
3区
in the 4-foot circle.
还是刚才那位置，中间让他过不去一个球，然后完了，然后完了这边好像。
This is really the first end that China have had the upper hand. Despite the score of 2 in the 3rd end, that was just really down to a miss on the last stone by the USA.
行，我就往3区投完了，你看着擦。行。
Ping Yuang only 70% for the tournament so far. Generally, your skips who are playing in the medal games will be shooting around 10% higher than that.
He's going sideways there at the end.
Finds a good spot though. Well, no, I think that was the international signal for that one. He lost his handle a little bit.
Let's go, Tab. We know this. A little left, right there.
Well, this is an important shot, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. This entire end coming down to how well Nina Roth can throw these next 2. Just got a little bit of backing to come down to, and we've seen her have really consistent draw weight throughout the tournament.
Just top button.
$75 for the week for Nina Roth.
Hard, guys. Line straight. Hard, girls.
Well, this one needs to get down into shot position, or USA could have a real problem scoring. Is it by the top one? It is. Well, doesn't finish in shot position, but does outcount the back stone, the second shot. Trust me, Jenna.
I'm skeptical.
Another look at the swooping here. Frantically trying to drag it down there. So I don't think whoever's lying in second shot position will affect the Chinese call here. They're going to want to block a play on that top yellow stone for the United States.
Lisa, 点点线 ，Lisa， 点点线。
哇，下线了！哇，下线了！哇，下线了！
Well, this could be a big let-off. At least gives the United States an opportunity to play on the yellow or even play the straight draw, which may be easier.
这么怎么这么大了呢？还是点越大下越大不能？没有哈。你送挺好的了，我跟你出手可以往上送一下。那你下回送成这样呢 ？Lisa， Hold that one, Eileen. Take a low last. Low last tab.
So only drawing against one. I'm confident.
I can tell.
So just the edge of the button needed here for Nina Roth to score 1. Saw some super draws by the American skip this morning against Denmark. That allowed the team to pick up the W and move to 3-3. giving, and Hamilton going coast to coast on it. Oh, fabulous drop.
Sigh of relief there from Nina.
Is it good enough for a shot?
Not a measure.
Oh, I'm not sure. Did that just click the top one on the way by? Yeah, I'm going to give it to yellow. So the 2 stones remain, and the umpire will bring out the measure.
We've seen the U.S. this week fall victim to a dead measure, so I'm sure they're praying that's not the case this time. Or maybe they are.
This way, Nin. Thanks.
So here's Dar Borthwick, Scottish umpire, down to make the measure. Yeah, it doesn't happen too often, the old dead measure, the exactly even measure where you can't decide which one's closer, and of course they just cancel each other out. So we're going to get a good look at the dial here, hopefully.
All right. Let's figure this out.
So as he starts at 0 and moves round to 2.5 in a bit. Oh, and actually it's a red. So it's a steal here in the 4th end, and China move ahead despite that great draw attempt by the American skip. It's a steal of 1 here in the 4th. And after 4, it's China 3, United States 2.
站位，然后还是注意点亮。
That is distinctively curling. The star
Will happen one day. Maybe not to Scotland, though.
in the universe that is distinctively curling. The stars have now aligned to deliver the world's ultimate showdown to the world's entertainment capital. Whether you're a storied veteran of events past or a future super fan anxious to attend your first, this is the one. The 2018 World Men's in Las Vegas with our most popular package, the 9-day, 10-night hit and stay for 2 people for just $20.29. Las Vegas rocks.
Steal 1 in the 4th end for China, now leading by 3 shots to 2. And 1 more end to go before the half-time interval.
Okay, nice shot.
Well, an aggressive start to the end by China. Throws a centre guard, and United States going for the corner.
Line's good. Got room.
I get a 5, guys.
Where are we?
think actually the call here is
Stand, Island.
back
Hold it
wing.
straight. Keep it going. It's in, it's in. Hurry. It's looking good, guys. Come on, keep going.
Guys.
Keep it going all the way to T. All the way to T. What was that one? That makes sense. It's a fresh pass, too. Good see.
Oh, outside draws into the house. So what's you kind of predicted that one there, Jenna. So you must have a little bit of insight into the game plan there.
Yeah, I would imagine USA is perfectly happy blanking this end, carrying the last stone advantage over into the even ends.
Well, maybe they got a little bit of a bonus here.
I would say.
Misses by a country mile.
You like that? Junior deuce.
Becca Hamilton mentioning the junior deuce, which is going straight into the house right away, and then I guess after you do that, you have to make every single shot the rest of the way. So
Just the three. Gotta move.
they opted for the corner guard.
It's not a piece of terminology that I'm aware of. I like it though.
Nope. That's good, Beck.
Good judge, guys.
OK，拿出来吧。这边有点快下的哈，正常力量。对，
Well,
正常力量。
lead stones have now passed. And so has the free guard zone. So a guard maybe a little bit tighter to the house than United States would have been looking for. And a chance for a short run back here for China.
踩hard. Whoa, whoa, high.
Whoa,
high.
whoa, yeah, whoa,
踩
whoa, 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 侧头。
Doesn't make the run. Does roll into the front of the house.
加油，李萌。
Here's another look. Just scrapes in the front door and no more. He's a very versatile player, Jean Liu. She's played every position between alternate and third for China over the years. Very experienced player.
Gotta be in.
Whoa, it's running. It's running. Really running. Tabitha.
Do you want to bring it back?
7's good. 7. 7.
And choosing to split the rings this time.
Gotta go. 然后再打。
踩踩哟，这点小，踩踩哟，点小这个，踩踩哟，踩踩 hard， 踩踩哟 ，hurry hurry 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 hurry。
All over curls and hits on the wrong side. Well, it's an interesting one then, this, isn't it? It's the American team have set out to kind of blank the end initially. And if they were wanting to go back to that game plan, maybe now is the moment to try and play the peel. Or they could up the ante and go after a multiple score.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Unless you use this as
Just draw. Oh, not under.
It's got to be just top.
You don't want drawing to the wing?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, 6 is good.
So it looks like they are going to go for the deuce and replace that stone just removed by China.
5 or 7. 5 or better. Girls. Line's really good. Line's good. 5 or better. I think I like back here. I think I like 7. Yep, yep, yep. There, a little bit. Yep, yep, yep. That's great. Good speed, guys.
all the way on the other side of the Beijing Capital Gymnasium. The old battle between Canada and Scotland. Here's Eve Muirhead already trailing by 2-0 against the perfect Canadians so far this week. Scotland, bit of a mixed bag really. 3 wins and 3 losses. Dropped a game earlier on today to Korea. And trying to play a difficult tap here. Well, overcooks it. And that's going to be a steal of 2 for Canada, now leading by 4-0 at halftime. And Scotland looking in danger of not making the playoffs. Tabitha Peterson playing the takeout here for the United States. Well, that finds a useful spot. So just look at all the scores along the bottom of the screen there. A chance for you to find out how your favorite team or country is getting on. China going for the big takeout and only removing the 1, and doesn't look like they're going to line shot position either.
So the Americans wanting to keep the play out of the center here. And again, going out to the wing. Benefit this time as they have that red stone to use as backing.
8's good. 8's good. Line. Line's fine. Line's good. Start a curl. 8. 8's really great. Line's good. Gotta be here. Yep. Keep it going. Yep. Further. Gotta go. Hard. Gotta be back here.
Well, they're trying to drag it down there to not leave a double right across the house. And not leave a hit and roll in behind the center guards either, which would be even more dangerous for the United States. Maybe a slight misjudgment there. Well, overswept, and it almost jams on the back one as well. You would have thought the tolerance there would be to almost missing the inside and make the double across the house.
That's safe.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of teams this week have a certain amount of difficulty calling line. The second you get off of these rocks, they seem to snap a little bit. So
He's just gotta hit the back one.
I think a lot of this sweeping here is proactive, anticipating the snap.
Right at the stick. It's gonna go at the end, Eileen. Oh boy. Yep. Hard. Hurry. Hard. Hurry. Come on, Rachel.
Well, this is going to be an interesting decision here for China. They could come around the centres, or they could play the takeout. Looks like they're going to take the defensive option.
8秒59秒这次哈，这边感觉下的太。
Did we decide, Jenna, if that red is in at the front of the house?
Yes, definitely in.
Okay, so a chance to force here if Bing Yuan can make this hit and stick at the back of the house. Well, and after all that, the USA might well get their wish and get a chance to blank the end.
I think it goes over top,
I
right?
think it goes right into it.
Well, they just need to be a little bit careful of this wide red.
Yeah. 9-5.
So with the way those two red stones are set up, if Nina tries to peel that one in that house off, she's probably going to jam on that side red one and end up being forced to win. So US is just looking to nose it here.
Well, gets the job done, rolls into the wide one, but doesn't spin it into the rings, and the fifth end is blanked here.
So it's the plan the whole end. Blank.
Teams will take a 5-minute break, and so will we. After 5 ends, it's China 3, United States 2. China versus the USA here in the second end. The steal of one in the first for the United States. And Bing Yuan, the Chinese skip, needing to hit the red bit for one. And it would be a steal of one for the United States, 2-0 after 2 ends. Then here onto the third. A chance to hit back for China. Nina Roth coming up a little bit short with her final stone of the third end. And China making no mistake with this one, right down onto the shot stone. And after 3 ends, a tied game. Into the fourth. China in the ascendancy now, playing a really good end and lying in shot position down there on the edge of the button. Nina Roth with not much real estate to work with at all here.
Line's good.
Line's good. Right down to it.
And a great sweep here from Geving and Hamilton. Gets down and almost gets far enough. And after a measure, it would be confirmed as 1 red to give China a 3-2 advantage after 4.
Looks like that's ridiculous.
And after 5 ends, it's China 3, United States 2. an update from Sweden and Switzerland. And Anna Hasselborg and her Swedish team already leading by 4 shots to 3. And just trying to get another one in here for second 3 of the match. Of course, they scored one in the first end as well. Just needs to hit the 8-foot. And nicely done. Switzerland having a day to forget so far, having lost to Czech Republic earlier on today. And Sweden now leading by 7 shots to 3 there. And there's a roundup. Canada 4-0 up on Scotland at halftime. Italy and Germany all tied at 2 apiece.
Don't let down today. Go the other way, okay? More focus. Wait line release. We are set.
Yeah. Yeah, we're the same way. Right.
Yeah.
Let's go. Turn. Let's go. Just
Yeah,
turn.
we know what to do.
Let's do it. Yeah. Keep loving each other. Keep being positive.
Loving each other.
Well, there's the breakdown there. United States making more shots overall, but it's China leading thanks to that stolen point in the 4th end. United States definitely getting out of the blocks faster, but China starting to come strong in the 3rd and 4th ends. If you've just joined us, you're watching live coverage of the CPT World Women's Curling Championship 2017, live from the Beijing Capital Gymnasium in Beijing, China. My name is Logan Gray, and alongside me, Jenna Haig, member of the USA High Performance Curling Program. Do you like what you see so far, Jenna?
Yeah, great game so far. Both teams making the most of their opportunities. I think on both sides we've seen a little bit of a struggle trying to find line with hits. Lots of hits have
That's great. Good job, Beck. Good judge. 15-5.
And a change of tactics here from the United States here in the 6th end.
You could try it. It's really tight.
Well, that overcurls by a long way.
What? You're playing under theirs?
You have to stick.
What?
9-5.
Again, a lot of indecisiveness by the Americans in their shot selection.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa,
Perhaps
whoa,
down to too many
whoa,
cooks.
Yeah. Whoa.
Do you have that expression in North America? Too many cooks spoil the broth.
Yep.
No?
I know what you're saying, but I can't say I've ever said it myself.
Okay, I'll break it down. Is it too many skips out on the ice?
I don't think so. I mean, these girls work really hard at their team dynamics and knowing their roles. They've all played a number of different positions throughout the years, so.
Well, Jin Lee Leo having a super game, 88%. So now a more straightforward draw available for the United States.
Line's great.
Eileen Gaving having a good game at 98%.
Line. Wall. Room. Line. 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 Whoa. Yep. That one moves hard.
So that one not managing to find the cover either. So China lying 2 stones at the front of the house.
Well, we moved that one now, I think. Maybe it's a hair more, I mean.
Some aggressive calls here in the sixth end for the United States. Do you think that's the influence of the coaching staff at halftime, perhaps?
I think it had always been their plan to go for 2 in the sixth end, especially down 1. US is really looking to score multiple here.
Yep, hard. Hard. Hard now.
Hard
Yep.
finish.
Yep. Get it here.
Hard.
Get it here. Hold tab. Hard. Hard.
Every
hard,
bit,
hard,
every
hard.
bit, every bit.
Good job.
Pretty good draw right around there.
11秒。
踏板。
踏板。 OK，啥玩意儿？压一下子，压一下子。啊，11秒5，12秒。
Oh, Ray Wang, 73% and around our tournament average. And again, like so often during this week, just struggling to make those hit and sticks. Quite a good one here, though. It's crazy, isn't it? Sometimes those open shots seem more difficult than the more technical ones, but did a great job of making that take out around the guard.
10? No, 9-5. I said 9-5.
So the US with another opportunity to get some coverage under all these corner guards that they have.
Yep, yep.
Tabitha having another strong game this week and around 78% her tournament average. Doesn't manage to make the roll here. Perhaps looked like quite a lot of weight behind that takeout.
正常哈，正常。
A lovely hit and check over.
为啥差一点啊？
这力量够大的。
再差一点。Less than going on top of theirs, I think. 90.
So USA still throwing caution to the wind here in the 6th end, trying to make the most of the last stone advantage.
7. Lots of room. 7. Curl now. Line good. Eileen. Line.
Wait on.
Line. Where are we? 7. Whoa. 7. Great shot. Out of girl tab. Nice weight. Nice shot. Good job. We'll take 7. Great shot.
不太够了吧？或者是底线力量？底线力量够磕吗？
I think we can assume that the USA are happy with that one. I think I heard the word great shot about 6 times there.
底线踏板，踏板，这个应该够磕，我感觉。
You can never over communicate, Logan.
Oh, especially when it's positive.
底线踏板力量，
我上过一点点啊。
Well, it was a great shot by Tab Peterson. I think Bingyu still does have a chance here to throw just a down weight hit and get to the face of that yellow.
不行就粘一个吧，不好磕。
找一个用水。
这俩用逆时啊。
Yeah, they've got a couple of options here. They could come around the center line side of the guard and try and tap it through, or this raise looks pretty easy on the right-hand side on the outside of that guard.
你有再放点吗？贴活。
这面直一点击打的时候是吗？但是现在好像也稍微有一点。OK。8秒5，行，8秒5。
So it does look like they'll be playing the raise here. This game's still very much in the balance. Ping Wang only playing 53%.
Whoa!
Feels like she's played maybe a little bit better than that, but did have a couple of misses early on. Oh, she's played a beauty here. Oh, and the local support loving that one. Here's another look. Oh, super raised, does well to navigate it through the port. And China allowing 3. China feel like they're growing in confidence as this game goes on.
Absolutely. Sometimes a stolen point is all it really takes to get some confidence brewing and really feel the momentum swing.
7's good. It's gotta move.
Room.
It's gotta move. Tons of room. Tons of room. 14-3.
There it goes. There it goes.
I don't want it back too far though. No, it's fine. Okay.
Nice job. Shoot, just 1 foot less.
Yeah. Good job.
8区9区力量把它磕到这儿也行，比那个远就行。
行，
或者是往这儿来一个，
往这儿来一个吧。
往这儿来一个，他有第2分，感觉也不太容易了。
往这儿来一个呢？
往这儿粘一个，我感觉他有第2分已经很难了，其实，是不是 ？OK， 白边的点
4秒。
Well, I think they found a pretty nice spot there, and
你觉得感觉哪个
the Chinese
其实磕一下就行。
bench weighing up the options and playing every shot out there
就底
with
线
the
的力
team.
量，然后完了把它磕出去就行，比那个远就行吧，两个牵着它。OK。
It's just a bit of an awkward spot that they've found for the Chinese.
底线它
So it looks like they're going to try and play the freeze or even just a little tap back. Well, going by the ice, I'd say they're trying to move it.
Super's really trying hard. First they were trying to make it curl, now they're holding line.
Lovely stuff. Really well played there by the 2009 World Champion Skip. And even a smile. Oh, USA in some trouble here now after this one. Gets past the guard, pushes it through. And China lying 4 here in the 6th end.
Hack's probably a 70.
A bit of a must-make here for Nina Roth. Just trying to follow that one down by Bing Yuang.
Eileen! Eileen! Hard, Eileen! Hard, Eileen! Hard, Eileen! Hard!
Well, it's passing the guard much wider than China's. Is it going to make contact? It is. And sticks around for shot. Super shot under pressure here from Nina Roth. And USA scoring 1 to tie the game up once more. Nothing between them after 6 ends. It's China 3, United States 3.
Okay.
In the universe that is distinctively curling, the stars have now aligned to deliver the world's ultimate showdown to the world's entertainment capital. Whether you're a storied veteran of events past or a future super fan anxious to attend your first, this is the one. The 2018 World Men's in Las Vegas with our most popular package, the 9-day, 10-night hit and stay for 2 people for just $20.29. Las Vegas rocks.
Three each here after 6 ends. United States and China.
Whoa. Whoa. 15-3.
And it's been a very
Nice there.
even game throughout.
Atta girl. Very nice.
Nina Roth playing a real game saver there in the 6th end to score 1, facing 4 red Chinese counters. And the momentum's really swung back and forth, hasn't it, Jenna?
Yeah, it has. We've seen a few key misses and a few really nice shots by each team, so it'll be interesting to see the way this game pans out.
Well, again, the player's not managing to quite find the line and get that one behind the guard. And of course, in the games this tight, Jenna, the team is starting to try and maneuver the scoreboard a little bit to give themselves the best chances of winning. So here in the 7th, what would you expect to see the United States try to achieve here?
I think they're going to try really hard to force China to a single point here. The final ends of the game, U.S. would love, well, both teams actually would love to have the hammer coming home.
It scared me. Scared me.
So as a result, they play the draw there instead of the takeout. Trying to build up some stones in play.
OK， 看这俩，6、7可以。OK， 踩，hard， 全力 yes， 踩 hard， yes， 踩 hard。
Oh, actually not a bad result there for China. Just wicks off that top yellow. Oh, another look. Takes off the freeze and lies too. So while the United States wanting to push hard to force here in the 7th end, they don't want to throw the kitchen sink quite yet and risk losing the game here.
Right, really important that they remember the goal at the end.
正常击打就行，这次。OK， 正常击打。9秒50秒力量。9秒50秒力量。
Try not to get sucked into the somewhat aggressive game that the Chinese ladies have been playing.
Looking a bit inside here, and rumbles their own red as well. Oh, we've seen a few misses earlier on in the week on the inside from Junli Liu, and in particular, I remember in one of the halftime breaks, Marcel Rock almost giving her a little bit of technical coaching and letting her know like when to release the stone. She's maybe holding on to it a little bit too long, and as a result she's missing on the inside. So that continues to be a little bit of an issue for the Chinese second. The United States tried to make the double there. Eileen Geving just jamming it, but doing enough to lie to. Well, there's another miss on that out turn on the inside. Has she stuck around to lie shot, I wonder? Nina Roth assessing the lie of the landing there. Footwork getting a little bit quicker in the head there. I just wonder if the teams are aware they're starting to run a little bit tight for time. Saw a lot of time spent in the early ends, and that may well just be starting to catch up with them. I can tell you the United States sitting at 12 minutes 56 for the remaining ends. Should be okay.
Should be okay, but you always want to Take a lot of time for your last couple ends. That's usually when the toughest decision making comes into play. So maybe Nina Roth just thinking a few ends ahead here, wanting to give her some.
粘一个。
那是这一找一个。
看哪边好打一点，逆时。
这边吧。
逆时磕一个，行，粘磕呗。磕一个。这点差不多吧。
Well, I think China now finding themselves in a situation where they're going to have to try and make a multiple score here in the 7th end. I'm sure a blank end would have been quite a favourable outcome for them, but they've not really played for that here in the 7th. Well, I think we can say with some certainty now that the USA are lying in shot position with that stone at the top of the 8 foot.
Line's good. Gotta be. Go, go, go. Line's really good. Got room. Running.
Gotta go.
Line's good.
Gotta go.
Line's good. It's running. Line's good. Back up. Whoa. Whoa. Why are we shooting if we're line only?
A little bit of a miscommunication there, it sounds like.
What was the same sweep?
Before hog line, I would say. 14秒，14秒，14秒。
All over on sheet A. Here's the final stone of the 7th end. Canada already leading Scotland by 4 shots to 2. And here's Rachel Homan been on complete fire all week long, 6-0, and looking good to go 7. And just looks like a tap back for as many as 4. Nicely done. And the handshake is offered. The towel is thrown in by Scotland. And after 7 ends, the final score there, Canada 8, Scotland 2. Scotland will go to 3 wins and 4 losses, in real danger of falling out of contention for the playoffs, and Canada motor on towards the medal games.
Careful. Let him know if it's running.
Okay.
What? I can't remember. We just got a 13-2 on that one. Top button's perfect. So what's my short again? Curling.
So another mistake there by China. They kind of rubbed off that freeze at the back of the button, and a great chance here for Nina Roth.
Can you get a little rub that?
Becca, help it a little.
Well, that just a little bit pacey. How much they would have loved to keep that one in front of the tee line.
All right.
Well, another final here in draw 11. Sheet B, Sweden and Switzerland. Sweden already leading by 7 shots to 4, and Anna Hasselborg just having to draw one down there for 2. Well, doesn't look anywhere else. Right down onto the 1 foot score of 2. And the handshakes are offered by Switzerland. The end of a terrible day at the office for them. Suffering 2 defeats. Sweden still looking strong and hot on the heels of Canada. They've still to face each other. Sweden 6-1 now. Now Bingyi Wang really looks like she's starting to grow in confidence. Terrific draw down onto the button there. May have some problems getting another one in there though, Jenna.
I think so, especially if the Americans are able to cap this red stone. Don't think China will have any way to get a second rock in a scoring position.
Hold back.
Gotta be 6.
Running. Running.
Line's good. Line's good.
Sweeper's going hard for weight.
Take a look. Just here. Line's good. Line's great. Right here. Frozen.
Yep.
Frozen.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Whoa. Killed it.
A good shot there to block the path in for Bingyi Wang. It's going to be really difficult for them to get a second one in here.
It just died.
So quite clearly China lying in shot position.
就按正常进营呗。好。这块儿。行，一半一半。
Maybe the smallest of ports they're still available for China to drift one down in there and tap things around. Don't see too many other possibilities.
这点。
Yeah, that port's really tough.
Yeah, there's only really a stone's width and no more between that one in the center line and the one furthest left of all the yellow stones. Could try and guide one through there and onto their own red. I think the key here for Bingyi Wang will be to play at enough weight just to move things around, just to try and create that space that's needed. Don't think a dead draw will do the job here. They'll need to move the yellow at the back of the button. So let's see how it works out here. Oh, they've given up on this one already. Not even over the second hog line. Way short of weight. So, mission accomplished really for the United States.
Yep.
They forced the one here in the 7th end, and they'll have the last stone in the 8th. After 7 ends, China leading 4-3.
我下线。那会儿太窄了。
8th end. You're watching live coverage of the 2017 CPT World Women's Curling Championship live from Beijing in China. Our featured game here in draw 11, China and the USA. China leading by 4 shots to 3. Logan Gray here, and alongside me, Jenna Haig, giving you live commentary as we approach the final stages of the round robin. Still too close to call this one, Jenna.
Line's really good.
Let it catch the curl.
Line's really good. It's running. Here it goes. Eileen,
Yeah,
a little?
it has
yeah,
been pretty
it's
close.
Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's really coming down. Great job.
Oh, century.
So the corner guard goes up. And there's the matchup at lead. Yenjo not having a great game, just really struggled to get her stones in the right spots. And Becca Hamilton having a super game.
Oh! 停点线啊！哦，
Team's really been going back and forth with who has control of this game.
这个到后来下的太大了。
Oh, I just wonder if Yenjo's kind of struggling with a couple of poor stones out there. It seems quite uncharacteristic that she's missing so much. She really just cannot get the line right out there. And that one over curling too.
Close. Yep.
So the stone in the house,
Whoa.
fully seen here for Becca Hamilton.
Close.
Yep, yep.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yep, run, run.
Great throwback. Nice job.
Well, the only other game still out there is right next door on sheet C. Battle of the teams on 2 and 4. I think they'll be encouraged by the results here this evening, and Scotland suffering a 4th defeat and Switzerland struggling too. That keeps both of these teams alive here in their quest for the playoffs, and maybe something like 6 and 5 may well still get a tiebreaker or a spot in the playoffs. Nicely drawn in there by Daniela Jentsch. And after 8 ends, it's Italy 4, Germany 4. Back to Eileen Geving.
Close. Whoa. 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 The other way. Yep. Yep. Whoa. And then it curls. I can't win.
So that's what I mentioned earlier in this game, is we've seen a lot of teams get hung up on line calls with hits. Calling the sweep to roll the opposite way, roll open, and then stones start to curl up a little bit and just end up nosing him quite often.
Some pretty stellar play by both second players in around the mid-80s.
我，这点有点大，点有点大，等一等，点有点大，往下一直擦，王瑞，一直擦，可以，这个点稍微有点往外了 ，try board， okay.
Well, a bit of a race here for both teams to find a hit and roll behind one of these guards. Could be some merit here in the Americans ignoring this stone and going around the corner guard if they really wanted to force the issue.
Nice throw. That's fine. If I roll under.
I think this kind of defensive end that's panning out here, playing into the hands of China. Well, again, doesn't quite find its way in there.
Still hit. Rolling this way is kind of good.
I have to roll out, right?
Play that same board.
Rings.
There's the matchup at third position. Tabitha Peterson clearly winning that one. Tabitha really looking quite comfortable at third position. For first Worlds playing third.
Eileen. Gotta go.
Yep, she's been playing third for a couple years now in the high performance program and really excelling.
Roll it on. Yep, yep, yep.
Able to provide some great insights strategically.
Very nice.
And a really great shot maker too, so she's been doing well.
Oh, and that's exactly what the United States were looking for there, is to roll as far away from the center as possible. So they may well get a chance to throw a draw the next time.
Heart. 丽姐. Heart.
Now this one's getting close to the foam. And that's not in the house.
出去了.
You think it's 95 here or 90?
Pretty comfortable that that one's out the house. I think the United States just thinking that port's a little bit too narrow between the center guard and the corner guard. Choosing to come around the center to generate their multiple score here.
Eileen. Eileen. Eileen, yep. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Yep, let's go.
Hard. Above the tee. Hard, hard, hard.
Yep.
Yep, 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 yep. Yep, bury it. Go, go, go. You're moving it. Atta girl.
Nice judge. What was that? Triangle.
Pretty well managed by the sweepers there, able to keep that stone in front of the tee line and fully bury it under the center.
Yeah, and importantly leaves a little bit of space to get a second one in there as well. Keeps it higher the tee line.
我感觉悬一个的话，它一头不也是两个吗？我也觉得。花木场给的两个呗，干上是吧？
我也觉得是。
8秒8秒5吗
OK.
Change of call from the hack here.
稍微小一点。
China going to go for the run back. It's probably a good decision.
I think so.
No, it's a good decision. It's not made though.
It is tempting.
Right?
Yeah.
The smart thing to do. Do we know this inside out?
Even? 6? I don't mind a little more broom. Make sure we keep some of the, you know, so if they roll, they can't roll all the way and still be shot.
Wait, what?
Like, isn't here more broom?
For what?
You're okay?
Just so we'd be on this side of the 4 foot. So then if they were to hit and roll on the one that we have already.
I don't want to be close to ours and leave a double.
That's true.
Right?
Well, that would be even, but yeah.
Nina Roth winning the matchup at
So what
skip
I
as well.
Over here, 90.
I'm not too sure about this one, Jenna. I think maybe the obvious thing would be to kind of split the rings here, but the risk to really take it here is to leave China the hit and roll under, and they absolutely know that China are going to go for that hit and roll with the next one. So if they go wide here and then China make the hit and roll, then this one's null and void really. So could be a problem for the United States.
Sweeper's not even really staying close to this one.
No, no, no.
No.
Let's slow down.
Sit. Sit.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Not a fan of that one.
What I throw? 75.
She's clearly disappointed there. So this hit and roll was always going to be an option for China, and the United States not really doing anything about it.
No, really, by electing to draw to the open side.
Take that track.
They're praying for a Chinese miss.
Inside out, straight side.
10秒。
So will Bing Wang punish the United States for that mistake? Seen a couple of good stones from Bing Yu in the last few ends. Well, this one's going to over curl. Jams. Has she pushed it through? She hasn't. It's going to be a draw for 3 here for the United States. What a turnaround that could be. Oh, that's a really poor shot there by Bing Wang.
90, okay.
Really unfortunate turn of events here for Team China.
Yeah, out of nothing here. Nina Roth just needs to hit the paint for 3.
Feels really good.
Line's good. Go then, line's good.
Hard, girls.
Line's good.
Hard.
Starting to bite a little now.
Go, Becca. Everything you got. Everything you got. Go, 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 go. Never stop. Never stop.
Well, the Super's having to work for it, but gets down there. And for the first time since the second end, the United States open up a 2-shot lead. After 8 ends, it's United States 6, China 4.
Good end.
弄花，继续弄花，打2分，行。
A universe that is distinctively curling. The stars have now aligned to deliver the world's ultimate showdown to the world's entertainment capital. Whether you're a storied veteran of events past or a future superfan anxious to attend your first, this is the one. The 2018 World Men's in Las Vegas with our most popular package, the 9-day, 10-night hit and stay for 2 people for just $20.29. Las Vegas rocks.
Top 4. Top 4. Still running.
Woden, Woden.
Line's good. Running.
Here it goes.
Running. Still running.
Way to move.
Still
Tab,
in
if
the turn
anyone.
now.
Tab.
Top
Tab.
4. Top 4.
Hurry.
Get it here. 14-2.
Come on, guys. Top 4. Go, 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 go.
Come on, Eileen. Make it good.
Yeah.
Get some red. Go,
Yeah.
go, 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 go.
So the Beijing National
Great job.
Gymnasium
14-2.
hosting its 2nd World Championship in 4 years.
Did you say 15-2?
It was the men's last time, it was the women's event this time. And we're into session 11 of the round robin. Yeah, and Zhou throwing lead stones for China. She's had a bit of a torrid time this evening. She'll need to get her stones in good place, good placement if China are going to overcome this two-shot deficit that they face now with just 2 ends to come.
Pull back, don't clean it, let it go.
Start a curl.
And Jenna on the 8th end, that score of 3 really came out of nothing, didn't it?
Freeze.
Yeah, it sure
Whoa.
did.
Right here, Abby.
Whoa!
One miss out of Bing Yuing, and Nina Roth was able to capitalize on it.
Okay, Tab.
That's fine.
So for the first time in the game, United States choosing to go into the house twice with the lead stones. And quite often we can read a lot into the first couple of stones of the end and how the teams choose to play them. Gives a real insight as to what they're trying to achieve for the end. And by going into the house, they don't really want to give China any extra guards to work with. So defensive tactics from the United States and attacking tactics here from China, throwing the double corner guard.
Heel.
Okay. Sorry.
Clean.
She's had a couple of wobbly ones today.
Whoa, Tab, off. Clean. Yep. Sorry. Great job.
Gets the job done.
等满力量，对，等满力量，磕一下，磕3。
Well, now China choosing to move things around in the house now that the free guard zone rules passed.
Okay. Nice shot.
And a good shot there to punch them both behind the T-line. Well, the only other game out there, Sheet C, Italy and Germany. 4 each. Here's Diana Gaspari with a chance to retake the lead once again here. Not trailed at all in this game. And they won't yet. It's another score of 1 for Italy. And after 9 ends, their one-shot game. Italy 5, Germany 4 coming home.
Sì, scusate, non dovevo parlare io.
Back to China, USA. USA lying 3 in the house. And here's Jinli Liu throwing the freeze on the zone at the back of the house.
全力点线，追点线，好，全力，好，我加上全力，要，我 ，OK。
What do they do if we peel?
Half fairy up here.
What if we peel? Peel out those top ones. I don't know if they ready.
Okay. Do you want to ask? Sure. I just don't know what that's doing for them. Hello. This is not going anywhere ever.
Right.
So I'm wondering if we just get in here and make her ring smaller take away this, because this is what she wants to play.
And Swiss Elm on the charge.
Right.
What
I
about
mean, even if you come here, she's probably going to freeze.
What about this? You use it for a run?
Because this, yeah.
Right. They've already got 2 guards.
Get them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we either have to go right there and beat them, and block that, go to another one on the open side. But then we just get right. I think we go right here.
Here?
Make it real good.
Okay.
This is a 14-3.
Yeah.
And it moves.
Yep.
Edge at 8, I think.
Make it a little straighter. Speeds are still.
And it's okay if
Yeah.
it's like,
Yep.
I mean, we want a piece under, but
I think we go here.
Anywhere.
I like that.
You want top 8
And this.
just a little bit under. They may hit and roll.
Okay. Then we just follow them. Yeah.
Everybody like this broom?
Put the lid on. You got it.
Yeah.
that looks good.
Oh, another clear timeout from Anne Swiss Elm. Really just giving some reassurance to the players on the shot that they'd already called. And of course has played in the Olympics herself and heads up the WCF Athlete Commission.
I agree.
So just a draw here for Tabitha Peterson. I don't think it's ideally what they want to be doing. I think they would love just to kind of run the 9th line through and play some defensive stuff, but I think too many opportunities out there for China at the moment, so they can't afford to really throw a peel.
Yep, you gotta go.
Line's really good. Room.
You gotta go.
Line's good. Hard line. Hard line. Where is it? Hard. Gotta be here. Gotta be here. Gotta be here. Gotta bounce off. Gotta bounce off. Gotta bounce.
Checked up, started back. Shoot. All right.
I just wonder if the ice conditions getting a little bit slower in here. The conditions will have really changed throughout the evening, with the number of spectators has really diminished as the evening has gone on. Probably just down to a few hundred now in here, and we had certainly over thousands earlier on. All part of the fun for the ice crew.
So another end, we see both teams battling to make the draw first.
Yeah, that was a great chance there. So it's a pretty similar situation really to the previous one here.
Right in there, Tab.
I think Yellowstone just thrown with her first one is slightly closer to the center line, so maybe USA can really take the upper hand in this end.
Whoa, lots of room. Lots of room. It's curling.
Line's good.
Line's getting better. Yeah, line. Room. You got
Line's
room.
good.
You got room. You got room.
Line's fine.
You got room. Eileen. Finish it.
Finish it.
Finish it
Yeah,
hard.
get a piece.
Hard. That's perfect. Atta go, Tab.
Oh, good shot there, blocks the path.
Great work. Yeah, I got a 12.5 on that one.
Yeah, it's slow there. Figure that out.
漏多少打多少，正常击打。OK， 踩 Yes，hard，wow， Lisa，
So not too much option here for China, but to play a takeout.
OK。
打薄了。再放一点，就感觉好像出来。
Give a little bit more because it's really finishing. And I felt like you were a little bit full.
I agree.
You feel full?
Yes. Okay. Let's go.
So it looks like more of the same here, Jenna.
Yep, just looking to put that stone back.
85. Might be a little better pass.
Yeah, they can't afford to leave that freeze on the stone at the back of the forefoot there. Just left at the center line in the kind of southwest quadrant of the house.
85? Yep.
%77% on her draws. She played 13 of them today.
Line's good. Line's good.
Little tight. Roll room.
Line's
Lots of
still
room.
good. Yeah, I got room.
Eileen.
Yep. Let's finish
Gotta make it go.
Yep, come on, you got a piece under, go. Piece under, go.
Finds a good spot there.
That's good.
Getting a little faster.
What'd you get on a?
14.
China throwing a lot of weight at this one.
Whoa, Lisa.
Could just tap this one back to perhaps give themselves a chance of scoring two. Well, actually makes the double. And a little bit unlucky to roll beyond shot position. That yellow just starting to look a little bit lonely in there all of a sudden. Here's another look. Super double takeout. So it does look like USA lying 1, China lying 2nd and 3rd. So a good draw needed here.
Like you can even come back here.
Okay, this I think is most ideal.
All right,
let's
I agree. Yeah, same way.
See, we need to make the doubles.
Yeah, really important that USA tucks a piece under coverage here. Well, actually gets fully buried under coverage. They don't want to leave that outside edge to give
85.
China a double takeout.
Feels like more.
Room.
Whoa.
Room. I have room. Back here is okay.
Line's good. Curl.
Line's good.
Line.
Yeah.
Line.
Yeah, line. Line's good. Get it here. Yeah, even. Go.
Oh, fabulous draw.
Great shot.
Nina Ross 6-1 right underneath the cover. Well swept there by Hamilton and Geving. Really impressed with the communication there.
Yeah, really great communication all the way down the sheet.
So now, a bit of a tricky one here. All Bing Wang can do is draw to the 1 foot for one.
磕出去甩过去也不太够，是不是？不太够。
让贤科甩出来一点也行，
感觉好像不太够。
但是头球不太那啥。
它那个这面这个弧线感觉好不像这面是下的那么大，好像是。14秒，14秒，场地滑一点的是吗？这块稍微滑一点。
Here's the final stone of the 9th end, and it needs to be a very good one here from Bing Yuwang.
7、5，体线，点线 OK 啊，7，体线，体线，确保，2，5。
Line looks good.
磕上了。
Oh, fabulous draw from Bing Yuwang. Matches Nina Roth's and gets down onto 1 foot. China stay alive here in this 9th end with a score of 1. And it's United States 6, China 5. China 5, United States 6. Final end of regulation time here in draw 11. You're watching live coverage of the 2017 CPT World Women's Curling Championship. Live from Beijing in China. My name's Logan Gray and Jenna Haig alongside. And it's been nip and tuck all the way, hasn't it, Jenna?
Sure has.
Going right to the wire, this one, but USA with a slight advantage. 1-shot lead and the last stone here in 10.
Heck. Yeah.
Well, this is quite interesting to see for me, Jenna, because I think my memory, if my memory serves me right, that against Scotland, USA were 1-up coming down the last, and they didn't call a tick shot. And they lost steals in the 10th and the extra end. So, and I think I maybe gave them a little bit of a hard time about not calling a tick shot.
So perhaps they've learned from their mistakes, and Becca makes it just about as perfect as you can make a tick.
Yeah, so opens up the center of play, and meanwhile over on sheet C, Italy. Looks like, oh, sorry, Germany with just a take out at the back of the rings here for the game. Flying a couple around the edges. And Danny Jench makes the hit and stick. It's a score of 3 in the 10th end. And Germany pick up their 3rd win of the week here. They'll move to 3 and 4. Italy to 2 and 5. And Germany still hanging on in there for a place in the playoffs. It's all really getting quite messy in the kind of middle of this table here. You know, if USA can pick this up, they've started the evening in tied 6th position in the round robin, and if they could get over the winning line here and win this one, then they'll move into tied 3rd. So a great opportunity, a super tick shot. Again from Becca Hamilton. Makes life so much easier for your skip when you've got a lead that can do that. Yeah, so tied third position, 4 wins and 3 losses at the moment, and Switzerland, Czech Republic and Russia all sitting there at the moment. So can USA move alongside?
OK， OK， 周岩下线，下线，加油，踩油，下线线路非常好。
So interesting call here by the Chinese deciding not to throw up that center guard once again.
So there is the standings, and their live standings as well. Czech Republic, Russia and Switzerland all in there on 4 and 3, and Canada and Sweden looking all but qualified for the playoffs. But really, at the moment, the only team you can completely discount from the playoffs is Denmark, and that's crazy to think at this stage of the round robin. Nice shot here by Eileen Geving. She's had a super game. Yeah, I think I've got to agree with you, Jenna. Surprised that China didn't throw a couple more centre guards before committing to going around the corner.
Yeah, it just seems a little early for me. There's a lot of stones left. In the end, you'd think that they would throw up that center guard and hope for an American miss, but they have not, and they are playing to the sides.
下线全力，往下擦，全力 yes， 往下，往下，往下，往下，往下，往下，来来来，再来擦，加油，再来点，再来点，再来点，不随便。
Just the top one.
Yeah, like, can we play the intern or?
Well, this is the straight way. This is the curly way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's true. Anywhere.
Clean. Yep. 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 Hard. Hard roll. All the way up.
Roll it out.
That's good.
So now it looks like China throwing a centre guard now, lying in shot position. I think one of the concerns for me about the Chinese strategy is that I don't think they commit to a strategy for a whole end. It kind of flits back and forth between different approaches, between defensive and attacking, or through trying to steal the centre guards or going around corner guards. It just seems a little bit all over the place. What do you think, Jenna?
I agree with you on that. It's like if they don't get the results they want with the first couple stones, they'll give it a try or two and then completely switch game plans.
It's like they play the stones in front of them too much rather than playing the scoreboard sometimes. I think that's... So another appeal there by Tabitha Peterson. So again, USA not interested in hitting the one in the house. They know that this one near the center line could cause them the most grief.
Yep.
USA don't have to score here in this 10th end. Already leading by 1.
Great peel.
So Jenna, who would you say is your man of the match or woman of the match?
I gotta give a lot of credit to Nina Roth this game. She's made a lot of really nice draws for the team. I would say that's probably the player on this sheet I've seen stand out most so far. What about you?
I think Tabitha Peterson's been pretty impressive. I think she's played a lot of really key shots, and they've been extremely solid down the stretch, especially. So I think USA have just been slightly the better team overall over the course of the game. It's been very close, though. So again, center guard from Bing Yuang. So again, the peel. Can't afford to leave it there and let China swing one around and really close down the scoring area. She gets a really good. She might get the one in the house as well, but I don't think she'll be too concerned about that one at the moment.
No, just, yeah, a little bit of that.
I'll just slice another one into the rings. Not that that'll be of any interest to anyone. So I think this is what China envisaged realistically after those 2 tick shots were made by Becca Hamilton. The strategy then changed to how they can force USA to face 2 with their last stone. So what's the kind of thinking and the positioning of this last stone here?
I think the ideal spot for China to place this rack is on the center line, probably half in the 8-foot. They just want to block Nina Roth's path to the 4-foot for her final draw, but not get the stone too deep where Nina can just nose it and win the game.
So that's the theory. How's the execution? Well, they need to lie 2 here, or it's an open takeout for the game. Oh, expert sweeping here. Really well judged there by the Chinese. And Nina Roth, lying game against, needs to find the 4-foot for a score. Really good last stone there by China. Well planned and well executed. So, about 6 or 7 feet to work with. Final stone of the 10th end, Nina Roth. The draws have been pretty good all game. And the sweepers seem happy with this one. 7-8's the call, which would indicate just the back side of the tee line.
Line's great. Curling in now. Curling in now.
And she's done it. down into the forefoot. That's what you expect from your skip, and any skip worth their metal. Always looking for that draw to the forefoot to win the game. Nina Roth does it, and the final score here, United States 7, China 5.
Great judging, guys.
So United States move from 6th in the standings to tied 3rd. 4 wins and 3 losses. China needing a lot of help now if they're going to qualify for the playoffs, as well as winning out in the rest of the round robin. Now on 2 wins and 5 losses. Sixth end, China leading by 1 and lying 4 here. Nina Roth needing to make this one to save the game, and not much room to work with at all. Just taps that red through and sticks around. So score 1 and after 6 ends. Tie game, a real game saver there. Then on to the 8th end, there was a score of 1 and 7 for China to take the lead once again. And then out of nowhere, really, USA with the easiest of opportunities to score 3 and take a 2-shot lead, which Nina Roth converts with no problem whatsoever. 6-4 at this stage here in the 9th end. Another terrific draw from Nina Roth down into the forefoot, forces Chinese skip Bingyu Wang to throw one to the button. And another great draw here, well looked after by Wang and Leo, right down onto the 1 foot. A 1-shot game after 9 ends. And here in 10, a really nice last stone by Bingyu Wang to force USA to face the game here with their last stone. Needs to be fully in the 8 foot, and as she did throughout the game, never anywhere else. USA take this one by 7 shots to 5 and secure their 4th win of the week. And just confirmation of the other final scores here in session 11. Canada making easy work of Scotland by 8 shots to 2. Sweden likewise on Switzerland 9 to 4, and Germany picking up 3 in the 10th to defeat Italy by 7 shots to 5. And this is what it all means. Getting right down to the business end of the week now. Canada still remaining undefeated. Sweden there in 6-1, and look at all the teams on 4-3. Really looks like 6-5 could still have a look in here this week. So the only team that we can realistically discount is Denmark, who are still to get their first win this week.
Ina, congratulations on your win. How does it feel to win that game?
It was really good. We came in today knowing that we needed to get a couple wins and start a little win streak, and we were able to do that against Denmark this morning. And then, you know, we really had to push through that game. We had some low points, but ended on a high note, so it was good.
Good. We saw a pretty aggressive start by the U.S. team today against China. How confident are you feeling in your team right now?
Really confident. Everyone's throwing really well, managing draw weights and speeds and everything. So when we saw the opportunity, which we saw a couple times in the first few ends, to really put some pressure on Bingyu, we took advantage of it, and I think it worked out in our benefit. Gave us a little cushion because in the next couple ends we weren't quite on our game. But yeah, it was good. I like being aggressive.
Yeah, we've seen really great draw weight from you all week. Just saw a really clutch draw to win the game. How are you feeling right before it?
Good. You know, you always get the little butterflies in your stomach, but the more we're here, the more comfortable we get. And my teammates are really strong sweepers, so I knew as long as I didn't throw it heavy that they would be able to get it there. So it was good.
Great. Well, congratulations and good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, Jenna.
So there you go, the thoughts of the winning skip Nina Roth of Team USA, picking up their 4th win of the week here in session 11 at the hands of China. And from myself, Logan Gray and Jenna Haig, and the rest of the World Curling TV crew, thanks for watching this evening, and join us for more tomorrow.